All right, as we move into the took portion this week, I hope this is going to be something that's very practical for your students. And the first thing we want to do is have the students write out a list of their employers and/or teachers. And after writing that out, I want you to have them go through, and they can do this in their journals or on a separate piece of paper or whatever they need to do. But have them write these out, and then write a D for those that are difficult to submit to, and an E for those that are easy to submit to. And I really want each one of them to do this with every one of their teachers or employers, because it gets their mind thinking about who it is in particular that they're having difficulty or ease with. And after they mark those, I want you to ask them the question, or to look back at those lists and evaluate, is the difficulty with what the teacher's asking me to do, or is the difficulty with my reaction to what they're asking me to do? And what I mean by that is, like, some people are just difficult. Like, they give you tasks that are difficult. They whenever they do it, they're sarcastic with you, or all of these things. Or is the problem, is the difficulty coming from the fact that the students are given a task and then they procrastinate and they wait, and so that makes it difficult to submit to them in these things? Or and I think you're going to have both, probably. Um, because we can just admit that nobody's perfect, and that sometimes there are going to be instances where um, the one that's in authority is probably at fault in some things, but there's also going to be those times where the students are at fault, and they have exacerbated the teacher, or they have made the situation worse by not immediately submitting and doing what they've been asked to do. By putting it off, they increase the difficulty level. And so have them look at that. Then I want you to have 2 or 3 students in your room, if you have time to do this. I really hope you do. Give you specific situations where they're having trouble submitting, and help them work through the process of, what do I do in this situation? And I want to be really, really careful in this situation, because I don't want it to be bash teacher day in Sunday school. I don't want you to allow them to just say, here's so and so, they're a jerk, and here's why they're a jerk. Like, that's not the issue. The issue is somebody's having difficulty in a specific situation, and here's why there's difficulty. Um, they're giving me, they're giving me more homework than I can do. They do not explain to me their expectations. All of these kind of things, but don't let it go into, let's bash the character of an individual. After they give you those scenarios, help them work through what they can do in order to be submissive, in order to help the situation, and allow them the time to process through that. And it may get that you give them exactly what they're supposed to do, and they don't like it. But submission is not easy. So then have them write down, even the ones that you don't have the opportunity to go through a scenario with on a broad scale in the classroom. Have each one of them next to the teachers or employers that they have marked with a D. Have them write down some action steps that they can do to help in that situation, to submit to. Maybe it's as simple as, I'm going to pray before I walk into that class today, that God would show me how I can submit. I'm going to pray for that teacher today, that they will lighten our load. They will explain things in a way that I understand. Whatever that might be. It could be as simple as praying but for that teacher or employer. It could be as big as, I'm going to go above and beyond what they asked me to do, and I'm going to serve them today in some specific way. Whether it's I don't know, cleaning off the marker board, washing that for them, going and getting them something that they need. I don't know. There could be 100 different things that you could do to serve a teacher above and beyond um, what is required, but it could be some of those things. And then I guess just go over again the thing I went over in the book and look portion about the fact that we have to exercise faith in God, that all of these things, these difficult situations, these situations where we're required to submit, require us to have faith that God is going to be true to His word, and we can boldly and confidently ask God to be faithful to what He has promised us. And what He's promised us is that whether we're free or slave, that we will receive back from the Lord whatever good we do to others. And do we really believe that? Do they really believe that? And so you've got to challenge them to take that to heart and really have faith in God for those things. So anyway, that is the lesson this week. And so as we submit ourselves to employers or teachers, again, let's remember that this is warfare. It's putting our flesh to death every day. It's understanding that Satan, the devil, is going to use schemes, whatever he can, to weasel his way into our life and create bitterness. And bitterness will lead to other things in our life that as we turn away from God, that we open up ourselves to demonic influence. And we don't want to do that as believers. We don't want to be influenced by the evil that is around us, but we want to be controlled, and we want to be Spirit-filled people that are controlled by the Holy Spirit. So in these situations, God has gifted us in the fact that He has given us specific ways that we can yield ourselves to not only the people that are around us, but ultimately to Him, and bring honor and glory to Him through these situations. So holler at me if you have any questions. I hope this is a lesson that connects with them and you. And we'll just look forward to going on to other lessons in the future. They're going to continue this. And I hope that you are getting as much benefit out of this series as the students. I hope you're getting as much out of it as I am. Just really having to dig in here and wrestle with these things and how submission plays itself out in our lives, because it really has benefited me. So I hope that it's doing that for you as well. But anyway, one other thing I want to make you aware of, as far as training goes, I think I'm going to start doing some of these things and then putting them on our Facebook site as well, to some training videos that I will just go through and teach, and then maybe we can get some other people to do this as well for us, and that'll be a way that you can receive some training without us all having to get together for a big meeting. And so utilize what technology we have, and hopefully that'll be a benefit to you. So anyway, God bless as you teach this week, and be expecting God to do great things through this. Thanks.